guys have all been waiting for is the tutorial on my Hodgy bonnet. So this bonnet does come with straps, so I'm not gonna talk too much. We're just gonna get right into it. But before we do that, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And please, y'all, I am trying to get monetized by March, so please watch this video all the way through. Okay? Bye, let's get into it. Okay, so for this tutorial, I am going to be using 100% acrylic yarn. I got this yarn from Walmart. As you all know, I love Walmart yarn and I don't really shop anywhere else for yarn. Mainstays does me perfectly fine. So I got royal blue I'm going to be using today, and I have some scissors and using a 6mm hook for this project. I usually use a 5.75, but a 6 works just as fine. It doesn't really matter if you don't have a 5.75, you can use a 6 as well. So I did want to make a video using this just so you guys can see how I do it. Okay, so to get started, I'm going to start with a magic ring. If you don't want to use a magic ring, that is completely fine. You can always just chain up 4 and then slip stitch to the first chain. But I'm going to use a magic ring because I like to use those and I like to pull my string tight and my hole close. So I'm going to start out by wrapping it around my fingers, and then up top I cross them. Once I have them crossed, I insert my hook to this one and then I grab. And then I kind of like turn it around just so it stays when I take it off. And then from here, I'm going to chain up 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then I chain up 3. I'm going to take this string out just so, okay. So my chain up 3 does count as 1/2 double crochet with the chain 1 as well. So for this project, we are going to be using 1/2 double crochets and chain 1 a lot. So just keep that in mind. Chain 3 counts as 1/2 double crochet with the chain 1. So in this same space, I'm going to insert 9 1/2 double crochets with chain 1s in between. So I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook, and pull up a loop. And I have 3. Then I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 3. And that's our second 1/2 double crochet, and I'm going to chain up 1. And then again, I'm going to do the same thing 8 more times. So yarn over, insert my hook. Okay, that's our third one, and chain 1. Always remember to chain 1 in between. Okay, so that's 3. So we're gonna go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, let's double check our count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 1 more. Remember, we need 10. Yarn over, insert our hook, pull through all 3, and from here, I'm going to pull my string to close my circle. So I like to use magic rings because the circle can close really tight. Sometimes when you use the chain up 4, the hole might still be a little bit open, but it doesn't really matter. But for me, this is just what I like to do. So I pull my ring tight, and then from here, you can either chain up 1 or chain up 2 to close the round. I'm just gonna chain up 2, but you can only just chain up 1, it's fine. So I'm going to chain up 2, and then in this first space here, we are gonna insert our hook to slip stitch into the first space, okay? So that is the end of round 1. So we have 10 1/2 double crochets with chain 1s in between. And remember that first chain up 3 counts as your first 1/2 double crochet. And for this project, we are going to be working in the spaces and not the stitches for the majority of this project. So like I said, that is round 1. We have 10 1/2 double crochets. Okay, so now we're about to begin round 2. So for round 2, we're going to start up with the chain up of 3. And again, that counts as your first half double crochet with the chain 1. So for round 2, it is an increase round, so we're going to be inserting 2 half double crochets in each space with chain 1 in between. So we have a half double crochet here with the chain 1, and then in this same space, we're going to insert another half double crochet. So we have 2 in that first space. So now I'm going to chain up 1 and then go into the next space. Remember, we're working in the spaces, we're not working in the stitch, we're working in the space. So I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook, and pull through all 3. That's 1 half double crochet. We're going to chain up 1, and in the same space, insert another half double crochet. Pull my string. Okay. So I have 2 half double crochets in the same space with a chain 1 in between. So now I'm going to chain 1 and then go into the next space with 2 half double crochets. That's our first half double crochet, chain 1, another half double crochet in the same space. Okay, and then chain 1. And you just repeat that all the way around until you reach the end. So I'm going to continue, yarn over, chain 1. Pull it through, chain 1. Okay. Okay, so we're coming up on our last space, and don't forget to continue in this one as well, because this does count. So I'm going to insert chain 1, and I'm going to go in that same space again and insert another half double crochet. Okay, so we are at the end of our round, and at the end of every round, we are going to chain up 2 and then insert into the first space to slip stitch. So I'm going to insert not into any stitches or any chains, just in the space here, and pull through again. So that is the end of round 2. I did notice that a lot of people that have bought the pattern, they were getting a little tripped up on round 2, and I noticed that some people were putting like 2 half double crochets, chain 1, and then another 2 half double crochets in the same space, and they were doing that all the way around. So it was pretty much increasing too much, and it looked like a flower. So I just wanted to be clear that that is not what you do. You just put 1 half double crochet, chain 1, 1 half double crochet in the same space, and then you go to the next one. So at the end of this round, you should have 20 half double crochets in total. Okay, so that is the end of round 2. Okay, so for round 3, we're going to start it the same way we've been starting. We're going to chain up 3. And then for this round, we are not doing any increases, so we're just inserting 1 half double crochet in each space all the way around with chain 1s in between. So this is our first one, and that is like connected to this space here. So we're not putting anything in this first space because we're not increasing. So we're going into the next one here. So I'm yarn over it, and then I'll insert my hook there with 1 half double crochet, and then I chain 1. And again, 1 half double crochet and chain 1. 1 half double crochet, chain 1. So you just repeat that all the way around for round 3. So I'm just going to insert 1 half double crochet in each space, and don't forget to chain 1. Okay, so we're at the end here. We're in our last space. I just did one chain, and then I'm going to insert another chain, because remember we're chaining 2 at the end, and then I'm going to insert my hook into this first space here and slip stitch to close it. Okay, so that is it for round 3, and then for round 4 it's going to be the exact same thing as round 3. So I'm going to chain up 3, that counts as 1/2 double crochet, and then yarn over, and in this next space insert 1/2 double crochet. So you're just repeating round 3 for round 4, and you're going to keep doing that, and then I will meet you back at the end. Okay, we are at the end of round 4. I just inserted my last 1/2 double crochet, and I'm going to chain up 2 and then insert into that first space to slip stitch. Okay, so this is what your project should be looking like so far. We have completed 4 rounds. So now we are about to get started on round 5. So again, you're going to chain up 3, counts as first 1/2 double crochet with the chain 1. And then for round 5, we are going to increase for this round. So I'm going to yarn over and insert my hook into the same space and insert another 1/2 double crochet. So in the first space we have 2 1/2 double crochets, and then I chain 1 because I'm about to go into the next space. So in the next space we're only going to insert 1 1/2 double crochet. So we put 1 1/2 double crochet there, and then you chain up 1. And then in the next space we're going to insert 2 1/2 double crochets. So we have 1, chain 1, and then 1 more in the same space, and then I'm going to chain 1. So this is going to be the pattern for this round. We're going to do 2 1 2 1 2 1 and continue that all the way around. So we just did 2. So in the next space here it's going to be 1 1/2 double crochet and then chain up 1. And then in the next one is going to be 2, chain 1. Don't forget to chain 1 in between. So there was 2 here. And then in the next one, we do 1, chain up 1. And then in the next space, it's going to be 2. So you just keep continuing that pattern all the way around. So we have 1, chain 1. And then in the next space is going to be 2, and then 1. So you're just going to alternate between 2 and 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay. And then you put 1. So that was our last 1/2 double crochet, and I did chain up 1. So I'm going to do 1 more chain and then slip stitch into the first space, and that completes round 5. So from round 6 to 8 we are going to do the exact same thing that we did in round 5. So we're just going to repeat that, putting 2 1/2 double crochets in the first space, 1 2 1 2, like all the way around, and we're going to keep doing that until we reach round 8. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and do that off camera, and then I will be back once I've completed round 8. Okay, so I have completed my 8 rounds, and this is what it's looking like so far. It's starting to become a little ruffled, and that is okay. That is what you want. So from round 9, I am going to chain up 3, counts as 1/2 double crochet. And then for this entire round, I'm just going to insert 1/2 double crochet in each space. So we're not putting it in that first space because we're not increasing. So we go on the next one and insert 1/2 double crochet and make sure you chain 1 in between. So that is what I'm doing for this entire round. And depending on what size you're doing, you can either be doing like a small and then or a medium or a jumbo. So from round 9 through 12, you would insert 1/2 double crochet in each space, and that will be for a size small. If you're doing a medium, you would continue this until round 15. And then if you're doing like a large / jumbo, you would continue doing this pattern until you reach round 19. So think about what size you want to work on and then come back to this video once you completed your rounds. For this video, I'm going to do a small, so I'm going to continue putting 1/2 double crochet, and I'm going to repeat that until I reach round 12, until I complete round 12. And then we'll get started on round 13, 16, or 20, depending on what size you're doing. So I'm going to do my rounds, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I decided that I actually was gonna go ahead and do a medium, so I did 15 rounds. So this is how it should look like. Okay, it has some ruffles here, but it's pretty, wide, and it's somewhat flat. So it shouldn't be like bunched up or anything, but you should have like these little ruffles here from the increase rounds. Okay. So now to start on round 16, for you, it could either be round 16 as well, it could be round 13, or it could be round 20, depending on what size you did. So for this round, we are going to decrease. So we're decreasing so that way the bonnet can now be fitted. So to start, I am going to chain up 1. And then we are going to do single crochet decreases, all the way around. So in this first space, we're going to insert our hook, yarn over, and pull up a loop. We have 2. Now we're going to go into this next space and insert our hook and pull up a loop, and we have 3. And then we're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. Okay. So now we're going to go into the next space. We're not going to go into the space that we just pulled up a loop from. We're going to go into the next one now. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to insert our hook, pull up a loop, and we have 2. And then go into the next one, insert our hook, pull up a loop, and then pull through all 3. Okay? And then we're going to continue doing that all the way around. So we're going to go on the next one, insert our hook, pull up a loop. We have 2. And then we're going to insert our hook there again. See, I got too excited. pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through all 3. Okay. So I know in my pattern I did mention doing a chain 1 in between, but I have changed a few things since I've written the pattern. So small minor changes. So I'm not going to chain 1 in between the decreases just because I didn't feel like it was really necessary. So I am going to just keep going all the way around. So I'm going to insert my hook, pull up a loop, go into the next one, pull up another loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3. And then go into the next one. Okay. And then we're just going to continue that all the way around. Single crochet, decrease. Okay, so just take your time with this round. Don't rush it. And just make sure you're not missing any spaces. And we're still working in spaces for this project. We're not going in any stitches. Okay. So now you see it's starting to become a little bit tighter. I realized I was running out of yarn, so I had to attach. So you're just gonna keep going with these single crochet decreases. But again, just take your time, and I will meet you guys once I have finished with my decreases. Okay, so we are almost done, guys. So for this next round, we are going to decrease even more, but we're not going to do any single crochet decreases. For this round, we are going to slip stitch all the way around, and we're actually going to be working in the stitches for this round. So we're going to go into this first stitch right here, this single crochet stitch. We're going to go into that, and then we are going to slip stitch here. Okay, and then in the next one, insert a slip stitch, and then we're just going to continue doing that all the way around, inserting one slip stitch at the top of each stitch here. So you're just going to keep going all the way around. And I know this part can be a little bit confusing, so just pay close attention to where I'm inserting my hook. So I did change a few things on the pattern, so just for this ending part, because I feel like it made it a little bit easier to follow. So I'm just slip stitching all the way around. Okay. So with this slip stitch round, it's going to make the project smaller, like I said, and it's going to be a bit more fitted, so it's not so wide. Okay, so we have completed our slip stitch. So now we are going to put single crochets all the way around for this round. So I like to go in the spaces here with single crochets. So I'm gonna go in this first space with one single crochet, and then in this next space here, insert another one. Okay. So I am going in the spaces with a single crochet. So I don't want this video to be super long, so I'm not gonna show you throughout this, but you're just going to insert one single crochet in each space, and then once you reach the beginning again, you are going to slip stitch into the top of that first single crochet. And then you are going to repeat this for a total of 5 rounds. So we're working on the first one, and then once you complete this, you're going to do it again for 4 more rounds, inserting one single crochet in each space. Okay, so I'm going to do that off camera so this video isn't longer than it already is, and I will meet you guys back once I completed my 5 rounds, and then we'll work on the straps. Okay. All right, so I have completed my 5 rounds of single crochet, and this is what the bonnet looks like. So for this part, I'm just going to chain up 1, and then I'm going to cut that and pull my string through, because now we are getting ready to work on the last part, which is the straps. If you don't want your bonnet to have any straps, that is completely optional, and you can stop here if you want. If you like the look without the straps, that is fine. You can go ahead and just end this video here and your bonnet will be complete. But for this tutorial, I am going to do my straps because that is what I like. So you are going to start with your slip knot. And for the straps, I am going to chain up 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 29, 30, 6, 7, 38, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Okay, so we have our 60 chains. So we are going to grab our bonnet, and where we cut off, where we last single crochet, we are going to count over 6. So this will be the first one. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in this six single crochet, I am going to slip stitch to connect the chain. So I'm going to insert my hook there and then slip stitch. So now our chain of 60 is now connected to the bonnet. So from here, I am going to single crochet in the next, and not in the same one, in the next single crochet, I'm going to do 5 single crochets in the next 5 stitches. So that was the first one. So we're going to the second one, 2, 3, 4, and then in this space here will be the 5th one. Okay, so we have our chain connected and then 5 single crochets, and then we are going to insert another 5 single crochets over this way. So we're gonna go 1, 2. Okay, so once we've completed our 5 single crochets to the left, we should have a total of 10 single crochets all the way across. And then once we completed that last one, we are going to chain up 60 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so once you have your 60 chains, you are going to go into the... Okay, y'all, I know this is like super ghetto, but my phone storage keeps getting full and I need to finish this. So once you have your 60 chains, if it'll focus, you are going to go into the 3rd chain from the hook and insert 1 half double crochet. This is so awkward, but yeah, so you're going to insert 1 half double crochet all the way down the chain. And then once you go all the way down the chain, you are going to put 1 half double crochet all the way across, and then continue on to the end of your other chain of 60. Okay, so you're just gonna do 1 half double crochet all the way across until you reach the other end. Okay, sorry y'all, but I'm back on my phone, so it's working properly. But what I did was I did go ahead and go down the chain with half double crochets, and then I went across with half double crochets, and then I continued on to the next chain with half double crochets. So I went all the way down, and now I have completed all my half double crochets. And in this same stitch here, I'm going to insert my hook and pull up a loop, and then I'm going to slip stitch. Okay, and then I'm going to chain up 1, and I'm going to cut and pull my string tight. And then for these 2 strings, I just tie them together in a knot. And that's about it. That is the end of this tutorial. I just, you see, pull it tight. And then I'll probably do another one just for good luck. But it's really tight. It's not going anywhere. And then I just cut the ends of it off. Okay. And we are done, guys. I'll just cut that string off too. And this is it. So this is how you make the Hodgy bonnet. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial as I enjoyed making it for you guys. I know you guys have been asking for a long time, and I finally decided, like, you know what, I'm gonna give you guys a gift and I'm gonna post it. So please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, a like, share, comment, whatever you want to do. Just let me know in the comments how I did and if there's something that you do want to see in my next video. All right, thank you guys so much for watching and making it all the way to the end. And if you are looking to purchase a Hodgy bonnet, they do restock, and I'll have that information in the description box as well. All right, and I'll see you guys in my next video.